Hey guys, just wanted to do just a quick kind of wrap up of the market, especially the currency markets. I'll probably run through the ASX 200 as well, and might briefly look at gold. Okay, so just doing the major pairs for now, not doing any of the smaller pairs. But so I'm looking at AUD, USD, Aussie dollar. We're kind of at this zone here where we're kind of, there's been this bearish move down, some pullbacks and so forth, but it is kind of ready to either break out or fall down again. So there's some important data coming out of China, I think in the next half an hour, that's going to drive this up or down. We have to wait and see about that one. There's some employment data as well. So we've got employment data on Thursday, I think. That one's a high risk event as well. So that's going to move the market, definitely. So that's the main reason why I keep saying that we might still see 75 cents. If you get good data out of China, you get good data out of the employment data, you might see this one rally back up there. If it's bad data, then we're going to see this tank again. Now, as I'm looking at it, no, we're okay. We're okay for now. So yeah, so if it does go back up here, then this is a zone to look to sell. Okay, so you've got this 75 cent area. If you can see it clearly, I'll make it bigger a bit there. This area here is definitely a sell area. I would not be holding anything further up. But also just look for areas around here where you might get small retracements there. There's a lot of trading opportunities in the Aussie dollar, so yeah. So there, we've got a New Zealand USD. New Zealand has been just copping it lately. They've just been getting bad data after bad data. There's potential for another interest rate cut in December. They've already said that. I think they've had like 5 or 6 this year. So they've had quite a number of interest rate cuts. Hence why you can see why they're so weak. Let me just show you. This is on the weekly chart. And, just look at that. So, yeah. They had a big move recently, a rally up here, and then since then it's just gone downhill. So I think we're going to see the same with moving forward. I think we're going to see probably in the low 50s, mid 50s. Who knows? We'll just see how we go. But yeah, no trading opportunity, no buys or no longs. I'd be looking for only sells. So if the market does, go back up, which it could still go back up, I'd be looking for, to sell into there for a trend continuation type trade. Okay, this is a good area to join the trend. So it's clearly going down. This is just a relief rally. I'd be selling there, going down again. So. And if you do catch the ride, there's a lot of pips to be made there as well. Euro USD. So, Euro USD on the daily. So Euro announced that they're going to continue on with their QE program, and that's just to print more money. So, with that being said, this is going to continue down from the fundamentals perspective. From the technicals perspective, I don't see any buying opportunities. I do see a buying opportunity here. But again, these are really short-term trades. These are like probably a few days at most. So if you can still keep the position size small, make some extra money out of this. But just keep in mind that the long-term, not the long-term, but the mid-term outlook is that we could see the euro go down to as low as maybe parity with the US dollar. So keep that in mind. But there is a cipher pattern here. Terminating at the 106.369. So if it goes down there, there's a buying opportunity. I'd only take targets around here. I'd only go for a small target. But actually, let me just measure the risk to reward too, because that's important, obviously. So if you were to place the trade, then that's how much you'll be risking, roughly, to gain this much. So it's not a bad risk to reward, but again, I'd keep the position size small. RSI is oversold as well, so it could go up, but let's see how it goes first. GBP USD. Alright, so I just drew in some, this is basically I've just drawn in high highs, lower highs, lower lows, etc. It's just to show you that the market around this area is trending, so it's trending nicely up and down. So I assume, provided that it keeps trending, I assume that the next move will be, up here, and then continue down. Okay, so lower high, lower low, but that we don't know yet. We just have to wait and see. So there's some important news coming out of Great Britain as well. I think they might be raising interest rates next year. There's talk about it. The economy seems to be picking up, supposedly. Either way, just keep an eye on GBP. There could be a lot of moves this week. It could still go down to test the low here, so to make a double bottom. If it makes a double bottom, there's a good opportunity to enter here and go long. One important thing is, when it goes down to test these lows, I'll give you an example actually, this one here. So a good way to confirm if this is reversing or not is to look for where price tests structure. So in this case, you see that it's gone down like this, it's gone down, it's gone up. Usually what it does is it goes up and then it goes to some level, so let's say it goes here, and then what it does is it tends to reverse back down. Now, when it reverses back down, what you want to see is, does it go down to test the low, the recent low, okay? When it tests it, at the close of the candle, what it usually would do is it would reverse back up. How high? We don't know. It usually reverses. That's your signal, that's your confirmation that we could be seeing a trend reversal, okay? But instead, if it goes up and then it just keeps going down like this, then you know that the trend is continuing, that, there's no reversal. So expect it to, do this kind of thing again. It might go back up, but it didn't close here. You want to actually wait for the candle to close. So whatever candle it is, if this is the daily, then you want to see a daily candle close where it's kind of like this, in line with that, roughly. That confirms your entry into the next candle. But just because it goes down, throughout the day and then goes there and then you don't just enter it, because during the day it might still go down there and then go back up and so forth. You want to see the close of the candle because that confirms that you've got the pattern, the double bottom, okay? And then the next candle comes up, then you can enter in. So just keep that in mind, because people will get in and then all of a sudden the candle keeps going down and you've missed the double top. Well, there never was a double top or double bottom. It was just, it was just price action. That's all it was. But yeah, if it could go down there and then go back up, and that would be a good confirmation for us that we might be seeing pound USD reverse. So let's keep that one in mind. What else is there? Okay, I'll just do the Aussie stock market because that one's a bit interesting at the moment. So had a few. It's been going down for a while now, so we all know that. But there's a possibility that it might go up to retest one of these levels here. So I put a rough buy trade here, and I'm already in a losing position, which I'm okay with. It's not too bad. It's a small position. But what I'm ultimately looking for is for price to go back up to this level here, which is the 5162 area. I'm looking for price to go up there, retest those levels, and then roll over, basically. There's also a cipher pattern as well. So the reason why I entered that trade was because, and I wouldn't usually just enter it unless there was specific evidence of something. I think there was a cipher pattern somewhere around here, and that's why I entered the trade. It's still valid, so I don't, even though it's a losing trade at the moment, unless it goes down below this, unless it goes below that level, it's still a valid trade for me. So we'll see how we go. But again, I just want to make sure if you're looking for a short, then this is the area. This is a really good area to look for a short. Very good. A lot of previous support, now resistance. You've got it's currently oversold at the moment, but as the market goes up, you're looking for overbought conditions. So yeah, but if you can catch that ride, you're looking at a big move down as well. That's actually a good entry if you're looking for a long-term short as well. So if I scroll out to the weekly, I'll just delete all this crap. Okay. There's a big cipher pattern somewhere here that I remember seeing, and I just want to measure those moves again, just to make sure I didn't get it wrong. Wait a minute, something's here. There we go. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. I'll find it later. If I find it later, I'll update it. But yeah, you can potentially catch a good move down here. This is a good trend continuation trade too, because if you look at this, we do a quick ABC. ABC, you've got a harmonic move, potential harmonic move down to the 4169 area. Okay, that's in line with structure. You've got some structure here, you know, good area, right? Good, strong, lot of structure there. So yeah, look for a continuation trade down there. Gold. Quickly on gold, very quickly on gold. All right. Now gold's you know, been bearish for a while, for a long time, but there was a big move on Friday after the non-farm payrolls, and gold just tanked, right? So my long-term outlook on gold is still the same, not changing. I reckon gold is going to go into the 5,000, 10,000 per ounce, but for now it still has to battle the dollar. So you could see gold, you know, go down further, maybe 13%. So there is a case for it to go down to, you know, 940 per ounce or 817 per ounce. Just keep that in mind. But it is doing this kind of bullish, descending bullish kind of pattern that we see in the markets a lot, where it's kind of like going down, but at the same time it's building energy for a move up. Okay, so just keep that in mind. US dollar is very strong as well, so I'd expect a pullback in the US dollar after its breakout on Friday. So it's up here now, so I'd expect it to start pulling back. It did the bullish wedge pattern that we were talking about, that I was talking about, and then broke out to the upside. I'd expect it to move down, fall back, retrace into some level of support before building enough energy to for its real move, its next move up. They might be raising interest rates next month, so to keep that in mind. That is also more evidence that the Aussie dollar might get hurt as well. So just be wary of that. And yeah, so one more thing also. I just wanted to tell you importance of putting stops. Now last night I entered a few trades, and I fell asleep. I don't know how I fell asleep, but I did, and I did not put stops. Right? I forgot to put stops, and what happened was this trade here, the German DAX. You know, I was up about probably you know $50 or so, not much. And then when I woke up this morning, I remembered that I forgot to put stops, and immediately I knew, oh shit, this could be bad. So even though the trade says I was down 263, so I've got two trades here, 263, 295, and down. It was actually about $500. I was already down $1,000 already. That's because of a stupid mistake. I didn't put stops. I'm not fussed about the money. It's just about the you know, just forgetting something silly like that. So just always put stops. Even if you don't know where to put them, just put a hard stop somewhere. At least you know. Obviously not too much, not too great distance where you're going to lose like $1,000, but within range where it doesn't get stopped out too easily, but at the same time it gives you some protection, because you know, like that, I've done that a couple of times where I've forgotten, I've lost a lot of money from it. So make sure you always put stops, right? And targets too, because you don't want it to, you know, go up and then go down, and then you look back, you're like, oh shit, well, you know, I should have put a target. I could have made at least something from it. So just keep that in mind. Alright, I'll leave it at that, but if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try and do this more often, but really I only do this for the private client group, a small group of clients that I work with and help out and trade for, and I give them these videos, but at the same time, even though I trade for them, I do try to kind of help educate as well. So yeah, any questions, feel free to email me or text me. Cheers.